Well, you join me halfway up a hill in the woods. I don't know whether I would have included the footage from the seafront or not, but even up here, out the way of everything, there's a squirrel in the tree. There's also a bunch of litter. I do have a bag in my pocket and a pair of gloves even. There's a glass bowl there. There's a plastic one if you can see it just above there as well. So I'm going to grab these. Let me grab the bag first of all. So my phone doesn't fall out of the same pocket. There we go. We'll grab this and take it back down to the trail. I do plan on doing just a little scenic woodland walk, not much talking. However, I needed to come up here first of all. And I saw these things, and so we're starting here. For better or worse, I'm going to go around the slightly more gradual trail up here to grab said bottle of Oasis. Now we'll take a little wander up here. I do need to go up here out the way of the trail for reasons you can probably imagine. But I mean, this is a bit extreme, but I like to be adventuring anyway. Gotta say, toe shoes really help out, or barefoot shoes, whatever you want to call them. It's the first time wearing them in the woods, climbing up a hill, and they really help out. If I was wearing my boots, I'd have no traction. But I just wanted to see this tree, because look at this. I'll take the bag actually, I do see a can there as well. Amazing, isn't it? All the way up here. It blows down from up there. Don't actually know what's up there. I haven't been to the woods for a while. I'm a little out of touch with what's what, but even here, you know, you got pretty steep cliff. So unless it is blowing down from up there, people are actively climbing up here and dumping it off. Can of Pepsi. Ugh. I haven't seen a can like that before, like a big Pepsi. Where's that from? When's that from even? It doesn't look that old. I reckon it'd be more faded if it was super old. I can't see a date on there. Maybe, oh wait. It does look fairly classic. I wouldn't know. I don't drink Pepsi. Well, I can't see a date on there. Anyway, shouldn't be playing about here. So we'll have a little explore above this tree that's tipped over, and I'll take a cut and we'll get back to the trail and we'll do a nice scenic walk through, picking as we go. Hopefully there won't be too much, but there's always going to be something, unfortunately, as we've seen up here. You know, I mean, the camera probably doesn't do it justice, but we're a good 40 meters away from the trail, probably about 20 meters of elevation above the trail there. But you know, even here we've managed to find some litter. Can you hold me, branch? Thank you. Anything down here? Hello? No, it just ends. Super quiet. I haven't been to the woods for ages, and I haven't been up to the more remote parts of these woods. These aren't a very remote woods at all, but up here, you know, your typical hiker isn't going to come. But I haven't been up here for ages, or the woods in general, for quite a while. Let's not step on that rock there. Some kind of metal thing there. More litter there, honestly, it's amazing. Be a bit careful while we're putting our hands and feet. I don't want to. Whoa, we're going to be careful while we're putting our hands and feet. Immediately proceeds to step onto a loose rock with my right foot. But it was holding enough. It was holding enough. It was strong enough to hold me for that amount of time. Right, let's see. What was that? Dr. Pepper Cherry Crush. Brilliant. I did right where I wanted it to. And then whatever that is. Yeah, more or less where I wanted it to as well. But I mean, look at that. Look how beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. Let's get on down to the trunk itself. Was this the rock I said not to? It was, yeah. And again, I've went straight onto it. Probably not the smartest thing to be standing on this stuff. because obviously it is going to be hollow underneath, but that feels fairly sturdy. Look at that, how beautiful. Big old tree falling down, blown over by the wind. Absolutely gorgeous. But I'm going to go for a quick toilet break out the way these people on the trail somewhere, and I'll get back to you once we're down in there, or down on there. Just in case the action camera doesn't do it justice, so I get a little clip on the phone here. I mean, it's just absolutely beautiful. Let me zoom in. Just watching the waves through the trees there. So peaceful. It really is. I'm looking up at the trees themselves. All the little twigs and branches. All the leaves. It's just amazing. So I spent about 5 minutes just sitting there admiring the waves through the trees. I'll put a video on screen that I recorded on my phone. It'll probably be better for looking at the waves anyway. But just sitting up there admiring them. We are now though, I'm going to put on my sleeves first of all before I put my gloves on. We're going to head back down to the trail, and once we're down it should be a nice scenic walk. I'll keep talking to a minimum. The only noise you might hear besides me is of course other hikers or dog walkers or whatever, and the bag fluttering around, and if we see some litter obviously I will go ahead and pick it up. I will probably switch to holding the camera in the pod about 15 minutes or so into the video, just so it doesn't die too soon, because I would like to get a little ways into the woods and record it. It is just lovely. It's beautiful out here. Of course you can't see what you're standing on, so if you do this yourself, which I don't recommend, but if you do, careful going up or down, especially down there for obvious reasons. I came from over that way, so I'm going to go back over that way. It's just really cool. Well, do you know what, no, it's a bit of an adventure. Let's go, actually, no, that is just a leaf. It looked like plastic for a second. Why would we not go a different way down? Could go the safe, boring way, or we could go the slightly less safe but more interesting way over this tree and down through all the branches here. And it is beautiful. All the moss on these rocks as well is just absolutely, I mean, I'm going to sound like a broken record, absolutely beautiful. It really is. I'm not the most agile of people, if you couldn't tell, but this will be probably the worst part of the video, depending on what you like. I mean, if you don't like slow walks through the woods, then this will probably be the most interesting bit, but yeah, we will get to a scenic walk very shortly. Careful not to step on any of the ferns, just on all the dead leaf matter. And again, these shoes are brilliant for hiking. There we go, that's probably the worst section of it done. Gotta be careful not to slip, and the rest should be easy. Again, watching out for all the little ferns and plants. Don't want to be stepping on anything living. Look at that moss there. Super just damp and lovely. I love moss. Oh, sorry, woodlice, I disturbed you. Can I have a look? I apologise straight into picking you up. Be careful. Sorry, I don't want to make you fall too far. Sorry, you enjoy your day. Didn't mean to disturb you. Didn't think about that. I just wanted to touch the moss. You have a great day though. Look at that tree there, the way it's almost a 90-degree angle. And then shot straight up again. I wonder how it's done that. Has it been broken off and then a smaller branch is taken over from the main one, or how has that happened? What stories do you have to tell? And that's not even an old tree, you know, probably, I don't know, 50, I don't know how to estimate trees, but, you know, these thicker ones obviously can be hundreds of years old. That one there, these ones, I imagine, you know, 50, that sounds like a good estimate, doesn't it? This is, I believe at one point it was, I could be completely wrong, limestone grassland, limestone meadow. I did a conservation course here a few years ago, I should know more, but this was a planted woodland, it wasn't here originally. And they're doing a lot of coppicing, or they were back when I did the conservation course anyway. I don't know if they are actively doing it. They definitely still do some, I'd imagine, but coppicing, you know, clearing out areas of trees, the younger ones, and I don't know if there are any invasive ones here, but any of those, you know, making room for the lower sections of life, all these lower plants and the animals. There's the white rot rose, is an endangered plant species that I specifically did some conservation course for, or I specifically learned about on the conservation course anyway. But yeah, I will try and find some information on the screen and make sure I'm not talking complete. But it was a planted forest, I know that much, for a planted woodland. But that's enough of me rambling. It is getting worse as it goes on. We're back at the trail here. We've got a couple of ways to go, so I'll be kind of talking to myself, I'm sure, wondering which way I should be going or taking. But we could stick to the main trail, we could go up to the hill fort, which I suppose would be interesting for the video. Because this main trail, that's a few gardens there. There's a Coke can just there. Do I want to trespass on their property to grab it is the question. I kind of do. You know what? If it looks like I'm doing anything dodgy, I'm sorry, it's the people down there, but all I'm doing is grabbing the Coke can. Because I can, in good conscience, leave that there. Good consciousness, leave that there. But there we go. So I will shut up. Stairs are probably, well, actually just coming up there. There's a few ways I'll keep talking for a second, but I will shut up briefly, don't worry. It will be a nice scenic view. I'll probably do some talking at the hill fort once we're there, if we decide to go there today. I think I'm going to try and come here every Saturday, or one day every week at least. As you can see there, the path to Qstoke and Sand Bay. Usually I'd cycle along the toll road, you can walk it if you want to. Looks like there's a dog poo bag here. Annoyingly, I'm going to quickly... Oh no, the bench has been destroyed. People are just the worst, aren't they? They really are. I'm going to quickly record a little TikTok video about these dog poo bags. Don't be a tosser. You'll hear me say it now. Don't be a tosser. If you come to places like this, or anywhere, if you're going to bag your dog poo, take it home with you. And if you're not going to take it home with you, just don't bother bagging it, you know? It's ridiculous. It really is. But let's chuck those in there. So we could go down this way, but well, there is a way. You know what? There is a spot I wanted to check down here. First of all, we will come back up to the main trail, and we'll go along to the toll road. To the hill fort after. But there's a place down here that homeless people do occasionally camp. When I got back from New Zealand in 2020, I came here, I don't know when, a few weeks after maybe I got home. And New Zealand, Aotearoa I should say, it was just spotless. There was bits of litter, but I mean compared to England, it was spotless. It was super clean. And I came back, and this was the first real cleanup I did. I did like a half an hour, 40-minute video. There was an old abandoned homeless place. There was a tent. There was clothing, you know, you name it, it was over here. And that's really what kind of got me into litter picking. But yeah, that's the path there. You can go down to Sand Bay if you wanted to. We'll do that another day maybe. For now though, we are going to walk up this way. We can get to the main trail actually. We just cut up one of these sections, one of the animal trails, or I'm sure people use them as well. Yeah, we got something there already. A bit of, oh, it's a plastic bag. If I didn't have one, that might come in useful, but it feels a bit thin for what I'd need it for. But it is an option anyway. So it's just up here where this big tree is, I believe, is where the kind of clean up area I did that I was just talking about. It might even be further down there actually, I'm not sure. This doesn't look like it. Now I might have, I don't know, it should be this way, but it's not looking familiar. Oh no, I see something there. It might be over a bit further. We'll go and have a look. Then we can cut up there. We will cut across this way. Hopefully no one's here. I don't want to be intruded on people and whatnot. Oh, there's a few things here. Chocomel, Oasis, there we go. See, this is my problem. I can never go out and enjoy places. I'd love to just walk through and do a silent, you know, silent walking through video of the woods, but there's always crap to be looking at and picking up even. What does this say? Is this official or is this just some originally I thought it had surveyed. I don't think it does say survey. 203. There's a sad face. It's not gonna be official, is it? Someone's just spray painted the tree. Summer 2025 maybe, I don't know. So I do see something there in the tree. Don't know whether it's active or not. There's a disposable barbecue there for the mud. Should just keep the other glove on really, but oh well, I think there's another one on this log as well. Can't stand people, you know. I just wanted to come and enjoy the woods. I knew there'd be some litter, but I don't know. Oh, there's a test kit bag actually, that could be useful. I'll keep that out. So maybe come out with 2 bags full of litter. Yeah, there's a sleeping bag, there's a plastic bottle. Grab some of this. I'll leave that stuff for now. I believe, oh, maybe it's quite solid. It might just, no, it's a duvet, yeah. More plastic there. Oh, the whole tent there. I'm coming back another day regardless. I'll come, I mean, yeah, I'm pretty sure that's just another collapsed tent there. We'll go and have a look. Look at it. Ah, there's more spray paint on the tree there as well. Come on, I just wanted to come have a nice walk in the woods. And stuff in there. Oh my god, look at it. Did you see that one? I mean, there's a whole house in there basically. Right, I don't have time. I mean, I do have time today, I suppose, but I'm going to come back another day. My carts, a load of black bags. We'll sort this out another day for sure. We'll take, you know, some of these bits and pieces here that we can in these 2 bags. There's a pillowcase there. It's ridiculous. Oh. Well, this was supposed to be a lovely walk in the woods. It's turned into not quite that, unfortunately. Will I turn it into a clean up? Do I want to clean up today? Let's survey this stuff over here. Let's see what this is. You know, I do want to get back into my daily cleanups for November, with it being the 1st, but I kind of wasn't expecting. I should have expected it, I suppose. I've seen it before. It's nothing new. It is just as believable as it is. You know, I know it's going to be here potentially. It is unbelievable that people just leave it here. And you know, it's not all homeless people. It's just, you know, with every group, there's people who give everyone else a bad name. So you can't generalize or anything, you know, in the comments. Thankfully I don't get too many comments in general. let alone negative ones these days. But I mean, you know, it's people like this that really just piss me off. I know you're out, you know, you're down on your luck, you're out here in the woods, but there's just no need for it, is there? There really isn't. I think what I'm going to do, I've got those 2 bags there. So I'll fill those 2, take them with me today. And hopefully tomorrow, my brother will want to come out for a short walk with me. I'll get the bus again tomorrow if he does. And we'll come and drag these tents away, because it is a lot to do by myself. Thankfully this area is just as tenty, it seems, and you know, whatever this is, that's all torn. I think it was a magazine, it looks like. A couple of little bits and things. You want to be careful obviously of nasties, so gloves are a must. I mean, yeah, you can see there, you know, there's a potentially a drug paraphernalia stuff. Oh yeah, look at it. Yeah, no, I'm not going to I'm going to come back tomorrow with boots. It's probably more sensible. And yeah, look at that. There's just tons of needles in there. I don't know if this is a police matter. I can't imagine they'd care too much about a random tent in the middle of nowhere. But yeah, I'm going to come back tomorrow with or without my brother. I'll come back after work and drag these just down to the start of the trail. For now, yeah, that has kind of ruined. I really wanted to do a nice walk, you know, I really did. I'll come and do a walk another day. But that's my problem. Every time I go out for just a walk or a cycle, you know, I can never fully enjoy it because there's this. Because even just the little things on the side of the road, just a bottle or something, you know, I have to pick it up. And, you know, things like this. It's... you know, I mean... I don't have the words for it, honestly. It's ridiculous. Look at it. You know, there's no need for it. I know they're homeless people, you know, some of them are on drugs, as you see there. I don't know whether this person would be or not. They're quite close, I don't know. I don't know the situation, you know, but they've left the whole house in there of stuff. You know, we'll have a look again. I mean, look at it in there, it's crazy. There's a dressing gown, there's a duvet, there's a notepad, there's all sorts. So you can, I could just take the trail like everyone else, just pass by, not pay any notice. But I mean, you've got foxes, badgers, squirrels, birds, mice, rats, beautiful wildlife out here, and they have to deal with this crap that people leave behind, you know. And it's not just homeless people, it is people as well dropping off bottles and things on their way through. But I mean, that's kind of why I've stopped posting so much, because I don't enjoy going out anymore. It has gotten to a point where I'm just kind of sick and tired of it, you know. It is just constant. But I mean, you know, what can you do? Just soldier on and I don't know. But this isn't going to be monsters, a lot of them. Absolute monsters. So it's not going to be a fun, happy walk through the woods now. I will come and do that sometime very soon. But for now, and tomorrow as well, it will be a clean up. So I'm going to film this off camera, and I'll see you at the start of the trail or at the bin or whatever. I wasn't going to touch the tent today, but I suppose if I take a bit with me from there, there's not much else around this area now. If I take a bit from the tent itself, it'll be less to deal with tomorrow. So I'll grab a few things from just around here. That one thankfully seems pretty light. Just got to be careful obviously with the potential needles and things. That's going to be a bulk item, that's going to take up quite a bit of room. Should maybe leave it tomorrow. It's light, you know, I will leave it there. We can just shove it in here tomorrow. We'll take the smaller pieces. I want to be careful what I'm grabbing as well. You know, don't know what you could be touching here. Nasal spray. There's a flip-flop. There's, you know, it's is that a wallet or is that some kind of thing? Is there any kind of ID? Is a Tesco gift card in there? Yeah, I mean, there's no form of ID or anything. You can't tell who was here. But I mean, look at it. It's absolutely disgusting. They got a lot of pens and stuff. That's some underwear. Yuck. There's a razor. God knows what else is in there. I'm gonna leave. Well, grab that. That's dangerous for the wildlife. Yeah, I'll leave the rest of that for now. That's disgusting. I'll just shove it all in the tent tomorrow. Oh no. Right, I'm gonna have to leave that one there. I'm not carrying that, having it all fall out. Oh, I don't know. Bloody people. Right, well, there's what we're coming away with today. Again, we'll be back tomorrow for this. People. You don't know their stories, you know, but there's no excuse for leaving it like that at all. I suppose we will at least cut back up here, like I said, to the main trail. Right, well, that's put a downer on my day, but we've helped nature a little bit and we'll continue to do so tomorrow, so that's good at least. Oh yeah, I'm sorry birds and squirrels and whoever else might be listening. We humans do not deserve, well, most of us humans do not deserve beautiful places like this. Sorry tree, a bit slippy there. Hope you don't mind grabbing on, but I mean, look at it. It could have been a lovely peaceful walk had I just continued along the trail, but no, not today. It is just absolutely beautiful here. I love it. I just wish others loved it as much as me and cared for it as much as me. Look at that mushroom there. That's huge. Good day to you, sir. Not the biggest, but I mean for this area, I don't see too many, you know, massive ones, so that's pretty big. Camera might die. I'm just going to keep rolling. This will be the lovely silent-ish walk for today, just along back towards the bin. I don't know how long we've got. Could check. I will check, just so I can maybe time it, or if there's really not long left, I might just cut until we're at the bin. So yeah, we'll definitely be back tomorrow though. Let's get rid of that. We are on 13%. I might just end it here, honestly. I'll shove you back in there to charge, and I'll see you at the bin. As lovely as it is, I mean, we're gonna miss. So, oh, there's a little hey Robin. I don't know if you'll be able to see on the camera there. You are so beautiful. I'm sorry you have to deal with this crap. I really am. I'll come back tomorrow, try and clean it up a little bit more for you, okay? And for you, little wood pigeon up there, for whatever bird you were flying about there. Didn't quite see. You guys are beautiful. You are loved. And yeah, I will see you, some of you, hopefully tomorrow. I'll take out some of that stuff for you. Yeah, I'll see you guys though, when we're at the bin. Back on the seafront somewhere. There's a poo bag in a tree. Let's get the poo bag in a tree and then I'll see you. Ah, why? Why fling it there? Seriously, I mean, what is wrong with people, you know? I don't understand. Just get a clip for TikTok as well, because it's an easy clip, these dog poo ones. Don't be a tosser. If you're going to bag your dog poo, take it to a bin. And if you're not going to bag it, just leave it on the ground. Don't chuck it up in trees in the middle of the woods. And don't throw away your rubbish either. I've just seen. No, my hair's caught in a bramble now. Sorry, bramble. Washed my hair yesterday. Oh well. Right, don't fall on me. And don't rip open, please, thank you. No one about. Chuck that over there. Bloody people. I'll end the clip once I'm back over here. Stop for 2 seconds to grab my camera out of my pocket. It's got a 70% charge on it now. Of course, I've stopped right next to a load of broken glass. I'm not going to spend forever picking it up, but I will try and grab the bigger pieces, which is maybe a bad idea. Maybe the bigger pieces would help people see, but you know, there's little bits around, but someone is probably going to get hurt by this. If it's still here tomorrow, I'll bring my dustpan and brush with me to collect it. There's a dog coming. Let me just try and grab, you know, pieces away from here so he doesn't go near it. I don't know. There's a load of broken glass just here. Just yeah. Yeah, no, it's ridiculous, people. Hello. Have a good day anyway. Just make sure the little doggy doesn't get his paws hurt. If I remember, and if it's still there tomorrow, I'll bring me dustpan and brush for that. Easy enough to do. Shove it in a bin there. I'll chuck this stuff though in one of the ones with the tops. Basically there. I will outro the video, of course, by asking everyone watching, please pick up just one piece of litter. Could be as simple as a can or a bottle, could be a little bit more. If everyone picked up one piece, whenever they went out, the world was so much cleaner and safer in no time at all for the wonderful wildlife of the world, our lovely pets, and of course for us silly humans as well. And I will see you for tomorrow's cleanup in the woods.